Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Sokocat Dungeons. Let's jump right in. Level 27. What do we have in store today? Some blocks that need to be pushed, and getting a block onto this. It's definitely not coming from this direction, so it'll have to be coming from here. In order to get a block here, it couldn't have come from the north because there's like some poison water there. So it would have had to come from here, which meant I was pushing it from somewhere over here. Okay. Here's what I think. I think this block needs to be pushed over here and then eventually pushed back down to here. Now the problem with doing that is in the act of pushing this block over, I need this guy, this guy to be out of the way so that I'll be able to walk over here and do that. And so where could that other guy be in the meantime in order to allow me to make that set of moves? And I don't immediately see a good spot for him. I guess I could have pushed him over to here, where I'm standing right now. Okay. That seems good. So it was actually kind of good pushing him out of the way, because it just kind of let me think through what I wanted to do. So, we'll call that a good accident. Happy accident. Okay, so with him up there, then I can push you all the way to here, into your final resting spot, and then you can go to your final resting spot. All right, great. Off to a good start. Level 27 complete. Okay, we have some of the one-time step-on wooden pads. We got 3 blocks that need to end up in 3 spots. And it looks like this guy almost certainly has to end up over here after I walk all the way around and, well, no, he's going to have to end up here because I'm going to have to push him all the way through as I walk all the way around. Do I need to do him first or second or third? Well, definitely not third and probably not second. Yeah, because after pushing him to here, I'll be standing here and I'll need to walk out here. So it feels like he has to be first. Are there any other block pushes I need to do between now and then? I think yes, maybe, maybe, maybe. I'm not quite certain. I'm just trying to think a little bit ahead, but I think we'll have to kind of blunder through it and make some mistakes and then adjust our strategy. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get the south guy out of the way. Like, what I'm seeing is this guy here, I want to get around to the right side of him to push him back to the left. But that won't be easy to do. Okay, let's just go ahead and do a round of this, just to see how that looks. And I suppose oh, I can't get around to the south. I can't get around to the south. Also, it just occurred to me that I don't have to push him all the way there because I could have done this and then walked over here, which I think is probably a better strategy. And maybe I wanted to do that after having done this so I could push that guy there. So let's try that. So step 1, get you prepared. Step 2, get you prepared. Then push you to here. Then push you to here. And now the only problem is I cannot push you to here because that involves, once again, getting to the right-hand side of you, which is no longer possible. So when would it be possible to get on the right-hand side of the top block? It's a great question. Could I move this guy out of the way temporarily at the beginning? I don't think so. Let's do something very similar or exactly the same as what I did before. I forgot to push this guy up. Oops. Alright, well, we'll just imagine that that guy was... Well, then I can't get on the south side of this guy. Okay, restart. So let's push this guy up. Similar to what we did a couple of times ago. And then think about things from this state a little bit more. Oh, I could have already pushed that guy to the south. So, push this guy up. Push this guy over so he's ready to go. And also push this guy down so he is ready to go. Then I can push this guy here. Push this guy here. There we go. And push this guy here. I did it. I solved the puzzle. I'm a dancing kitty cat. Meow, 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 meow. Alright. I do enjoy being a kitty cat in this game, even if you don't get a great look at him. Yeah. He's a kitty. Okay, this puzzle. Looks like the only opening move is this. And then we start making some sacrifices. Yikes. So many sacrifices. How am I ever getting to the topmost magenta? Oh, I can walk around this way too. I didn't notice that the first time around. So I actually have multiple trips across the little wooden trapdoor thingies. So that's probably going to be important. And I guess I can do this. Okay, so I got one into the difficult spot. But now both of these guys are pinned to the south edge, so that was not good. Okay, so the puzzle's unsolvable now. So let's try not doing that. So if I don't push you all the way to the south edge, do I want to burn one or more of these now? Let's imagine yes. So imagine I burn that one. Then get you over here. I think this might work. Because I could push you here. Oops! Let's not do that bit though. Don't jump on the spikes. Don't make the kitty sad. Okay, once more. You go to your final resting position here. You go to your final resting position here. I take a careful path across these things. I just had a weird feeling of deja vu. I'm not sure why. And then push this to the left. And that solves the puzzle. Brilliant. Level 29, complete. Lots of moving things. Let's watch that again really quick. So it looks like 4 platformy things over here. And we're going to bust out the boomerang. And once again, yeah. They have like an order thing going on. I see. If I hit one, it hits both of the 2 next to it as well. Okay, so I know how to do that type of puzzle as a common puzzle. And so that enables me. Turn down your headphones. Emerald, valuable stone, used as decorative item by an ancient species that lived in this temple. All right, we're learning so much about the history of the temple. Okay, so we did that bit. Now I walk over here and let's see if we can one-shot this puzzle. Oh my goodness, this is a tight fit. I do see that I could move, let's think about this. I could move certain blocks in certain directions. I only see two magenta things, so one of them must already be covered, I guess. Oh no, I'm standing on one. Haha. Right. Right. Okay. My instinct is I'll be able to walk around that. I'm seeing where problems will arise. I think I have some ideas on how to get around said problems, though. So I think... I need someone in this column who will eventually go here, but before that, this guy needs to come down here so I can push him into this corner. So the question is, how do I get a column guy? And the answer is it can actually be this guy, and I can swap positions, I think. Because this guy could move... Oh, except I can't get to the north of that guy. I can still get to the north of that guy. I can do it right now. There we go. And then move you up here. Yes, and then you are going to go into the corner. And then you can go here. All right. I might have gotten better at this game since last time, which would make sense because I've played a few blocky kind of puzzle games in the interim. Level 31. In order to unpin these guys from the north, they have to come over into this area. But there is very little space to walk around. Is this space going to be used? Perhaps. Perhaps not. Oh boy. I suppose I could do this and still in the... No, this guy, if he moves south, he's stuck in a corner, and if he moves north, he's stuck against the north wall. So where the kitty is standing now, where the block used to be, is actually a bad position for any block because I think it becomes irretrievable. I think. So it feels almost like this has to be the first move, but I really have no idea where to go from there. Like, I kind of want to push him to here and then be on the left side of these guys, and I can't do that. So... was there another initial move? I mean, there's lots of potential initial moves. If I push him to the north, he's pinned against the north wall, so that one's out. If I push him over here to where he's standing, to where the block is now, where the kitty is, then we have the problem I just pointed out before, which is the only way I can push him is south, which pins him in this corner and leaves nowhere to go, north, which pins him against the north wall and leaves nowhere to go, and those are the only options. So a block here, once again, is a failure state. I'm very convinced of that. So block can't go here. Block can't go any of these spots. Block can't go here. So that leaves very few places that blocks can safely live. It'd be cool if you had like a can of paint and you could like, I could paint these squares red to help remind me not to put a block there. Wishful thinking. Okay, well, that seems like the only first move. And then what? Like, if I push you to the right, I can't get on the right side of both of you. If I push this guy to the left, I can't get on the left side of both of you. It feels very much like at some point I want to do this move. And why does this square, where the block just got pushed to and where Why does that exist? Like, the kitty could never be south of a block there. I guess that's just our starting position. But in any case, that's another square that seems kind of off limits. How do I juggle? There's only 2 blocks in this puzzle. There's only like 10 squares where the blocks could legally move to not have the puzzle be stuck. So in theory, the puzzle can't be that difficult, right? So few options. What if I do this first and then do this? I'm not sure what caused me to see that, but I did eventually see that. And that is the solution. All right. It always surprises me how difficult. I mean, it was just a simple set of moves, but how difficult it can be to see. Will you turn off the spikes? You do indeed turn off the spikes. How many magenta thingies are there? There's one. I don't see a way to ever get anybody here. Let's go back to the initial puzzle state. It has to be the rightmost guy who goes there. Got it. He's the only one who can be pushed to the north. So he needs to go there. So we push him there. Oh, and puzzle solve itself. All right, level 32. We're still cruising. I'm a little worried. Either I got smarter or this game's easier than the first one. Things to worry about. Getting smarter. Let's see. How now, brown cow? I definitely do not want to push you to the south, because then you'd be pinned against the south wall and become unusable. If I push you to the north, that would open up some options that may or may not be valuable. How am I ever getting anyone in the bottom right? Let's ignore the fact that it's going to just break the puzzle, but that's one way to get someone in the bottom right. Is there any other way? It definitely has to come from where the kitty is now. Kitty has to push it in this direction in order to get it in the bottom right. So, given that information, let's just work on that constraint. The problem with being able to do that is this block just south of the kitty. It's preventing the kitty from walking around being able to do that final move. So we have to do something with that block. What can we do with that block? Honestly, not a lot. That block, he can go south and then he can come back to the north. That's actually very good. He can go south and come back to the north because let's move him to the south. Let's have him come back to the north, and the thing that has changed is now I'm on the other side of this block. Which means I might see a solution to the whole puzzle. No, not quite there yet. Here's what I'm seeing. I can push this guy over here. The block north of me, I think eventually is going to end up here. The guy to the left of me, I think is eventually going to end up here. And it's the guy to the north of me right now who is problematic. I think. Because I have to push him again to the south. Or, you know what? I can go ahead and get this guy to his final resting position now, so let's just do that. Because that'll get him, quote-unquote, out of the way. Okay. He is out of the way. Oh! No. If I push this guy to the left, then, yes, I could push this guy south, but then I won't be able to get on the other side of him. And if I push this guy south, I can't push the other guy yet. Oh, but I could do this. I could go here. This totally works, doesn't it? Not quite. Not quite. Yeah, I'm still kind of out of room to do the pushes that I need to do. Pushing this guy into the corner might have gotten in my way. Because if he weren't here, then I could push the guy to my left temporarily to the north. Well, that would block me from walking around to the north, though. So I'm not sure if I'm in a winnable state now or not. The question is, how am I ever going to push somebody to the left? Either I'd be coming all the way from the right, in which case I would land somebody here and then have no way to get this guy from north to south. Or this guy would be coming from north to south, and I would just be pushing from here, but how would I be standing here in the first place? Don't have a good answer for that. So I think I might be in an unsolvable state. And if I'm here, doesn't help me. If I pushed another thing to the left, then I can never get a guy onto here. And if I push this guy to the south now, then I could never get to the right of him. Yeah, so I think I want to push this guy to the south, but then be able to get to the right of him, and that involves not having the guy in the corner yet. So I think I put the guy in the corner too early? Question mark? I think so. So how did I do any of this? Let's just kind of try some stuff and some things. Right, I remember this being a key move. Okay, great. And now I'm going to choose to not put that guy in the corner yet, but what am I going to do instead? He's got to live somewhere. Yeah, these spikes are really in my way. Can I just get rid of the spikes, please? It would make the puzzle much easier. Wait a minute. Alright, what I was seeing is I could push a block from left to right here, but then I'd never be able to get to the right of these guys. Yes, that is true. Yeah, so basically, to the left of the spikes, between the spikes, and to the right of the spikes are the three places that I can switch from the south end to the north end of the puzzle. Those are my three bottlenecks. And the problem is, all of my blocks tend to always be clogging those bottlenecks. And so I'd like to move the blocks out of those bottlenecks, but then they kind of clog each other as I try to move them around. And so that's the fundamental tension of this puzzle, the way I see it. Okay, what if I don't push this block all the way into the corner, but what if I do push him against the wall? Now I have this north-south passage potentially available to me. Does that help me solve the puzzle? Yes. Maybe. No. I still can't get on the left side of that guy. Darn. Apart from that, that was pretty good. I'll just stand here and then make a rush for the door. Yeah, making a rush for the door involves the kitty getting spiked. Okay, but that was pretty good. I liked a lot of that. So let's continue to play around with variations of that solution. So, if I push this guy against the wall, what else could I do from here? Could I push this guy all the way up against that guy? No, because then I never get... Oh, that might work, actually. Hold on. What if I do this? I think that's still retrievable. Well, the problem is I could push this guy to the south, but then I still can't get on the right-hand side of him. And that's even if I do like this, and I can't push 2 blocks at a time, and blah, 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 blah. So... I still like these initial moves. I still think there's a possible solution that begins here. And I'm still enjoying toying around with this bit as well. So, from here... How do I solve puzzles? Oh, I have a different idea. It's similar, but different. Let's hope I can keep it in my head long enough to actually execute it. So the idea I had was... Yes, what if I push this guy all the way over here now? I think this may still be solvable. Can I push this guy down? Again, the problem is getting to this square to then be able to push him to the left. Or I'd want to be pushing him to the right. But to push him to the right, yeah. If I do this... Yeah, we're basically back in a previous state that I think I decided was unsolvable. So now I can't push that guy to the left. Now I can't push that guy to the right. I am standing on this square, but this guy is not down. Yeah, the problem is, like, if that guy's there, like, I need to somehow be able to make this move. But look at all the spots I'm walking over to do that. And so how could you still be in a usefully free position? And the answer is, I think you cannot. So... if I'm walking all of those squares, yeah, I don't think so. So I think the question I want to answer... Ooh, I was about to say is, what is this guy's that I just pushed final destination? But I just realized I'm the one who caused the traffic jam by putting him there first. So maybe my opening move in this puzzle is wrong? It's possible. I don't see another legal opening move, though. I mean, I guess this is technically a legal opening move. But then we're back at square one, and I don't see another legal opening move. So I think this move is necessary, but it really creates a problem for the block that I just pushed. And so the question becomes, how do we solve that problem? How do you solve a problem like the north block? Okay, we may have reached our first real stumper, and it's about time. Yeah, there's just no good way to get around you. Like, I just have to push blocks into all kinds of awkward spots that don't work. Oh, I had another thought. Here's my other thought. What if a key move involves... I need to first do this so that I have north-south path. What if a key move involves pushing this block here? Because why? I don't remember right now. It was something about push. Yeah, because then I can push this guy south, and then still have space to push him here, and then push him back. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I'm proud of myself on that one. I thought we were going to be stumped and be left to have to look at the puzzle for next time, but I managed to do it. Level 33, you have been completed. And on that high note, I think I should go ahead and call it a day. I'm going to say, I hope as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Sokocat Dungeon. For now, bye-bye.